My name is Taylor Self, and I program Sentinel training. I don't delegate, I don't farm it out. I write the workouts, I do the workouts. I use my 7 years of experience coaching in an affiliate, along with my deep and ever-growing understanding of the methodology, to put together an always challenging and rewarding, often humbling program to make you better. I want to help people and nothing else. Help people move better, train better, compete better, live better. Legacy comes later. Live now. Live better. Train Sentinel.
I didn't actually intend to play that.
That was a fantastic commercial.
I made that.
That was a good job.
Yeah, I'm really proud of it. I've never done anything like that before. Sentinel training isn't on Beyond the Whiteboard, but you can go to bwb.com and you can sign up, either your affiliate or your own personal programming, and you can track your workouts and stuff. They're really good. They're really supportive. I want to show.
What did you just put down?
Okay.
It's a Pokemon.
It looked like one of those hats from one of those books. I don't know.
Cat in the Hat?
No.
Oh.
Look at this.
It'll come to me.
You can win £500. That's like $700, $600. The Defiant Core giving you a whole outfit. ESC Sounds are giving you a set of headphones and a mini speaker, and I'm also present. I'm not actually giving anything, but I'm also there. If you go to my Instagram or ESC Sounds or Defiant Co, you'll be able to enter. If you tag someone in the comments, I was pretty proud of the wording of this. I said you could tag a mate, platonic or carnal. That means fucking, doesn't it? Carnal. No?
I can't read this. It's so small.
Carnal. Doesn't that mean like
a popcorn? Oh, I don't
like
know.
KFC Colonel Sanders?
Oh, fucking forget it.
I don't know.
Read it.
Anyway,
if I turn my camera sideways, is that going to distort my picture? Or can I actually see you all in my full screen?
try it.
All right. Bear with.
Okay. Anyway. Well, it turned you side. Oh, no. You're okay now.
I realized better.
Okay.
I like that cup.
Carnival is wrong.
No packs today.
Okay. £500 of what? £500 of money. Like the price or the value of £500. You're not actually getting £500. I'd pay $20 more to have Sentinel on Beyond the Whiteboard. Well, would you pay the same amount that you're paying? I'm not allowed to talk about that yet. Okay. We have Andre Hiller, who decided to show up this week. We have CTP, who was reluctant, and he came straight from winning, I assume, a pickleball match just directly before this because he forgot that it was on today and thought it was on tomorrow. And we have Lucy, who always shows up and usually brings notes. She's actually prepared.
I really am a teacher's pet.
Yeah.
How cold were you at? There were like 8 layers. You had like 8 layers on.
Yeah, I've just finished coaching. I'm in the gym. It's cold.
Why did you say you were in the same country as her when you're clearly not? You're at your house.
It's mobile. It's a mobile.
Okay, mobile home, yeah. Transatlantic, or just trans. Okay, we've got 3 topics. So I gave these to you all. I think I gave them to the 3 of you in different orders, and CTP specifically requested that I ask him in the exact order I gave it to him on, because he said he doesn't know shit about fuck, but he has promised to entertain. So if it's anything like last time, we're in for a treat. Okay, first topic.
If I get beat by that, I'm going to be pissed. I'm not even here to try, but I'm going to win.
The eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that a certain Mr. Morad shared a cryptic kind of post today. And what's better than eagle eyes? I don't know, the bald eagle-eyed amongst you may have noticed that on last week's episode of Beyond the Whiteboard, or Around the Whiteboard, sponsored by Beyond the Whiteboard, I used an image of Will Morad above the question, would a rival league survive if it went up against CrossFit Games? About 5 people messaged me today and were like, oh, that's what you meant. So my question to you guys is, design a rival season to the games. That should read to the games, but here we are. All right, Hillary, you're up first because you're closest to me.
Hang on.
What?
A route to the games or a rival season to rival the games?
A rival season to rival the games.
Good luck with those notes, dude.
Okay, that's not what you said, but that's
It
sure.
fucking is what
I'm
I
ready
said.
for both.
It is what I said. I can
what you
pull up
just
the
said.
DM. Okay, so a rival season to the games. So like Will Morad, what's Will Morad going to do? What should he do? That's my question. What
Retired.
should he do? Fucking hell. He's already retired, hasn't he?
Yeah.
This was his announcement of his retirement. All right, Hiller, you're up first. You got 60 seconds. Wow me. Your time starts now.
Where's my competitor at? Anyway, I got this wild idea. It's completely mind-blowing. We're going to start off with these 5 weeks, somewhere around like, I don't know, March, maybe April. And then you're going to take these 5 weeks and you're going to find the top 20 and just divisions, regions, if you will, that are going to be spread out and dictated by how many the population of people in those regions. You're then going to take those into one super region of 40, and then you're going to qualify them for the finals. That's not where we're going to stop, though. We're going to continue going. There's going to be a bonus event. And in like maybe December, you're going to have this thing where teams of men and women in particular, just a man and a woman, are going to couple up, and you're going to do another couple of weeks, maybe 3 to 5 will work, and they're going to do a series of workouts that'll qualify them for an event that might be in like a Miami sort of location. And they're going to do, instead of teams of 3 men or women, they're just going to do a male-female championship for these teams. And they're going to have to come from a CrossFit affiliate.
Okay. Right, CTP. Lucy, I'm muting you because it's the speaker is playing through your phone and it's echoing back. So when it's your turn to talk, I'll unmute you. But I don't know, it's bouncing off the box that it's balanced on or something. So you're just muted until it's your turn. You didn't have to leave. All right, CTP, you're next. You got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
All right. Does the name Bischoff mean anything to you? Eric Bischoff. He started the underground wrestling company, WCW. He was working for them. They were going up against the big dogs, the WWF, right? So follow me. We're going to get somewhere with this. So for 83 weeks, they destroyed WWF. And what CrossFit needs is they need a rival to come in and destroy them. And Eric had the answer. What he did is he brought in the WWF's main star, their babyface, their clean-cut guy. And what did he do? He hired him. He brought him over. And what did he do? He flipped him. He flipped him to a heel, a bad guy, right? And so that's exactly what we're going to do here, because what I don't need a rival to replace the games. I want the games to still thrive. I just need them to wake up and like bring the thunder again. So what we're going to do is our rival is going to hire Noah Olsen, and they're going to turn him into the bad boy, right? Just like they did Hollywood Hulk Hogan. And instead of cheering people on, right, he's going to just give them the double bird, 2-bird salute, and we're off to the races.
Okay. All right, Lucy, you got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
Okay, so I've gone left field. Let's say that you use some sort of online event that in theory gives you 100 people in the top 100. That top 100 gets split into a tournament style. So you have head-to-heads until you eventually have, where it's knockout, obviously winner progresses. You eventually have the last 16, the quarterfinals, the semifinals, and then the finals, the grand final in person. And you get to invite the top 40 along. So the grand final is the prize money, big time prize money. The top 40 then compete for the title to make sure that then you get the cross comparison for every single person. What I forgot about was that the in-person head-to-heads happen in the local affiliate. So you get plenty of opportunity for people to come and watch, for people to get behind the athletes. And like wrestling, you create the storylines. So you have the Hulk versus, I don't even know the wrestling, but you get the gist.
Yeah, Bruce Banner, right?
Yeah. Bruce Banner, the Hulk. All right, Hiller, you got 20 seconds of rebuttals. Your time starts now. Off you go.
I'm going to poke some holes in both of my competitor statements. Number one, the CrossFit Games will have to have a competitor to which has a higher prize at the end of it. So Lucy said the ultimate prize. I'm like, well, what is it? How is it going to compare to the games? And then CTP, Noah Olsen's never given double birds to anybody. So you're going to need a new character.
All right, CTP, you got 20 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
Now, Hillary, remind me, you said that Noah Olsen would never, you said he'd never what?
Give double birds.
It doesn't matter what you think. The fact of the matter is this. When the dust settles and the smoke is cleared, we only need one thing. Someone to come in and wake HQ up. And that's why we need a rival. I don't care what it looks like. We just need them to get some mojo going again.
God damn.
Oh, my God. Yeah, it's crazy. Half a point just for that. All right, Lucy, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
I'm not even sure what to say to that. Was there even an answer in that whole debacle? Because we can't turn CrossFit into wrestling, realistically. Don't give me that, Hiller. I saw your story today. We're not having wrestling at the games. It's just not going to happen. But the storylines might.
All right. I mean, not the whole thing.
I showed that to Alexis, and she's like, "My face, I can't do that. I would never do that." I'm like, "Yeah, you and a bunch of others, I'm sure."
Let me just do up your scores. Lucy, just what? So you're saying that you have a bracket style, so it's whittled down to 2 people basically, and those 2 people fight out. And then what did you say? You said something about the rest of the 40 also turn up and what? Just watch.
So then whoever's got to the top note, then you get like a proper game style event, where then it means that imagine that you get knocked out. Yeah, I don't know. I just really was going with the tournament style.
Ooh,
yeah.
I don't know. -1 point.
You look, I didn't ask you that during the.
I panicked on this one. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Scores. All right. Shit. How do I show your things again?
I already know I got 2.
Okay. Lisa's on 1.5. Hitler's on 2. CTP's on 2. So I like the. You would have got 1 had I asked you that question during. CTP, you honestly genuinely got half a point for screaming it doesn't matter. That was just great. Lucy's having a protest. I really like the change, the teams of 2, like pairs. Do you actually think that there's legs in this, that there's legs in Morad's idea? Like, do you think it's going to do what CTP is saying and it's going to wake up the games and make them think like, oh shit, there is actually a competitor? Do you think the games team will view it the same way I know it's not a direct comparison, but the way they talked about High Rocks, where it's like, oh, it's no competition, we don't worry about that or whatever. Or will it force their hand a bit to change things?
Depends on how good it is.
I mean, surely the fact that anything is happening will cause a bit of like,
It's money.
I haven't actually seen it. What is it?
Sponsorship.
There hasn't been anything announced yet. It's literally just like hey, look at this thing, we're dangling it, and then
Is Murad running it, or is he just part of it?
He's, as far as I can tell, he's behind it and involved with others, but he's going to be like the forward-facing face of it.
It's an interesting choice.
Yeah, I think the thing about it is, the thing that would have, if I was involved with the games, that I'd have mild concern over is there's only so much money in the space. And then if there's these other entities that are starting up, and if you have dragged your heels for whatever reason up until, so if they announce when we expect them to announce, probably December, what the season's going to look like, then you're looking at, okay, you've got 6 or 7 months to organize however much, like above $1 million you need to run this event or these events or whatever next year. And then all the sponsors, a lot of the sponsors, especially involved last year, are probably pissed off over what happened last year, or maybe reluctant to get involved, or are playing a wait and see kind of game.
Did you say probably?
Definitely. But if they're like currently fucking suing the games for like loss of earnings or loss of potential earnings or whatever, and arguing, litigiously about stuff, how likely are those same brands to say, oh, sure, yeah, we'll go again and we'll sponsor the games again, no problem. Versus if Morag comes along, or whoever else, Guido or whoever else comes along and says, hey, we've got this cool idea, we need some sponsors. They're saying, oh, wow, well, here's a good opportunity for the athletes, and all the sponsors ever talk about is athlete opportunities and stuff. So maybe they're just going to open their wallets over that side and write a check that side. Then you got the games left behind saying, okay, 3-4 sponsors and a couple of startups that are left behind, we need $10 million, please. And you've got 6 months to get it to us because we waited so long to announce what the season structure is going to look like, and all these changes that are also pissing off brands and athletes.
That sounds like a well thought through answer.
I don't know.
I'm glad we just talk about it.
Yeah, it's concerning. I don't know.
What was the prize purse? 3 point something million last year for everybody after it was all said and done. Yeah, that'll be hard to topple.
The only thing they have is the venue, because Fort Worth are paying for that. So if they stay there, but there's also talk they're going to move to Europe or they're going to go back to Madison, and they had to pay for both of those.
Going back to Madison, that'd be awesome.
I'm fucking telling you, it's on the table.
I would love to be able to drive again.
I do wonder whether there'll be some sort of hangover from what happened at Texas that means that they are actually quite quick to want to get out of there.
Yeah, clean slate. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I can't see them wanting to do another a lake event.
Well, no, because they'll blame the accident on swimming and not on other stuff.
I mean, minus the lake thing, did y'all like Texas as a venue?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit weird, but only because of what happened.
I didn't go. I can't speak to it.
I'll probably just see. I think that's the thing. That's probably the logical thought of why they'd move it, is because people will forever associate it with that. No matter what happens, people are going to be like, "Well, remember that time."
The first year.
Yeah, and do you want the games and Texas to be associated with that, or do you just want maybe remove the Texas from the equation, then you just have the games, and then maybe that's forgotten about quicker, or like moved past quicker, whatever. I don't know. What do I know? All right, round 2. Hitler's favorite. So in the last 10 days, 2 athletes have popped. Like, one of them is just so funny. Like, it's just so funny that a guy pops, another guy moves up into second place, and he also pops, and he's just back from serving a ban from popping 4 years ago. And he popped 4 years ago for the thing that the guy that he replaced in second place popped for this year.
Wait, was that all in the same division?
Yeah. Same podium.
I think Sean's older, no?
No, it was the same podium. One of them was in second, one of them was in third. The second place got removed. Yeah. Third place moved up to second, and then he got removed the day after or something. He got moved up, or the week after.
What age group is it?
40 to 44.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, like you put that in a sketch and people would say it's too unbelievable. Okay. Right, CTP. Should Masters
CrossFit needs a reality TV show. Like, you can't make this stuff up.
Dude, that's my dream, is to make a CrossFit reality TV show.
Hey, he's got
you rent the house and we'll go. Okay, should Masters athletes be permitted hormone replacement therapy or testosterone replacement therapy to maintain normal testosterone levels? So we're not talking about enhanced games like juiced up, one of our guests today, but with just like a normal testosterone level. As they get older, these things drop. Right, CTP, you're up first. You got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
All right, so I may have lost you on that last one, but there's a documentary on like Hulu or maybe Netflix right now about a guy who started a business, kind of a podunk little business, and he grew it into a juggernaut. And that business was the WWF. And if you go and watch that documentary, you'll notice that they have all the years of wrestling, right? And so it goes from the 80s all the way to now. And now in WWF, you have these CrossFit-like athletes. Some of them who did it. Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch. I've trained with those cool people. You have Bianca Belair, former women's champion, who used to do CrossFit, and she was a TTT athlete back in the day in the Southeast region. And they're cool or whatever, but if you go back and look at those 80s people, dude, they had 2 things that we don't have. One is testosterone, and 2 is cocaine. So I think your question is, should they be allowed to be on TRT? Yes. I'm going to suggest that we add the cocaine in the mix.
I muted him then. I just wanted to hear him say we need to give athletes cocaine. All right, Lucy, you've got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
No, I think it's a ridiculous proposal. There are age categories for a reason, and part of that will be that there is a natural decline in testosterone and ability as you get older. So what is the point of having age categories and having masters categories where these people get their, time to shine if you're just averaging it out? So you may as well be in with the RX and the elites. The second part is that it is just genetics. If your testosterone is declining faster than the person next to you, that's sport. You deal with it. Same way as if, as a woman, you have a higher level of testosterone, you get to benefit from that. But ultimately, it literally doesn't matter because if we were to allow it, we don't have the testing procedures in place to make sure that people are in a normal range. So the question is completely redundant anyway.
Bitch. All right, Hitter, you got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
You said TRT, and I took this into the stratosphere of, hey, should they just blast their faces off? In either way, my answer to it could be and should possibly be yes, but it will never be so long as they're trying to tie everything together, meaning are the games and the affiliates theoretically a feeder system to one another? Are they still trying to do that the same way that they were in like 11, 12, 13, 14, 15? Because people would see people like Annie and Camille and Rich, and they'd be like, hey, I could probably do that. I could have won the games back then. Now, the thing is, there is a difference, and people are no longer saying that. Maybe that's part of the popularity of everything. You don't have all these people opening up affiliates who think that they're going to go win the CrossFit games, and at which you can look at things such as like bodybuilding and World's Strongest Man, and who are the most popular people of all time from those? 100% people who blasted their freaking faces off. And I'm answering kind of the wrong question, but why do TRT when you can do whatever the hell you want and become more popular than anyone else?
Like cocaine.
Cocaine.
All right. Is that why you're going off screen all the time? Are you taking a little bump each time you teach Chris? You just go every time you come back on. All right. You got 20 seconds, Chris. Your time starts now.
I'm good.
Ow.
Unbelievable. I'm actually going to make you sit there and wait for the clock to go down. I'm just going to retrace over the 0 I wrote from your last round a few times while this ticks down.
Oh, yeah.
Your time's up. Sorry, your time's up. All right, Lucy, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
I'll be honest, I don't really feel like I've got anything to rebut. Chris suggested that they take cocaine, and I don't know what Hiller was chatting about for most of his minute. So I'm just going to go back on what I said and repeat the earlier points.
Hiller has made a living on this show by not answering the question asked.
Agreed, Chase.
I do what I want.
Same last time.
I do what I want.
All right, Hiller, last 20 seconds are yours. Time starts now. Off you go.
Fantastic answer from Lucy. I was thinking about it as she was saying, like, God, that's a good point. God, that's a good point. So I should just let her have her time with that. I want to also say that, like, you're never going to freaking be able to have a level one either. So if it were TRT, you still have to test everybody to make sure they are level, which you can't do. Oh, everyone's at 800. Great. Like, fuck off.
Okay, I didn't have to change CTP score. So he got 0 for that round because it just said, like, it was mildly entertaining, but it wasn't as entertaining as the first one. And you also didn't say anything.
How dare you?
Look, man, I left my pickleball game for this.
Are you at home?
I am now, yeah. Parents
Yeah.
gave me a car
I
and
have a whole setup at home. All you've done so far is lift up a WWE toy. That's the only thing you've done.
Well, when I got here, I realized my computer's at work. So
okay. All right. Final topic. So our scores are Lucy's leading on 3.5, CTP's on 2, Hiller's on 3. Our final topic.
I swore I did half for that last thing I snuck in there.
No. Word on the street is that the teams are going to be moved from the games season regular, as we've experienced up to now, and that the teams are going to go open online games, and then it's going to be the individual games after that. My question to you guys, so the way I worded it to the contestants, just it's too fucking long to put into this, is that going to lead us to a return to a more affiliate-based team system where we have actual true affiliate cup, or is it going to have the opposite effect and we'll have a return of super teams because now athletes will see the potential in, oh, well, I can do team and individual because they're not on the same week or they're not on the same month. So I can do team in June and then I can go back in July and do individual. And that'll make all my sponsors happy and all I really care about is making money, is what a person like that might think. Okay. So we got 60 seconds. Lucy, you're first on this one.
Sharpie?
Don't mock this question the way you mocked the last one, please. You got 60 seconds. Your time starts now. Off you go.
I think it will be super teams. The more online processes that you have, the more you open it up to super teams. Equally, I have zero interest in what the best affiliate in the world is. I literally don't care. It's never been that way either. The Mayhem teams that have been created, how many of them moved from wherever they were to be in that Mayhem team? They're not the best. They're not, let's say, root athletes. They've not come through the Mayhem system as part of the Mayhem affiliate. They've just moved from wherever they are to join the Mayhem team. So you've never had the best affiliate teams. You've just had people move to the closest affiliate so that they can get the best team possible. So I think super teams is a way to go for sure. And I think it's a more engaging format.
All right, Hitter, you got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
You say when teams are moved in the game season, and I'm going to say what makes you think the teams are going to be moved? As in, CrossFit can't even do a complete sentence right now without having 45 uhs and ums sprinkled in there. And you think it's going to be a good idea to do more poorly? I remember when I owned the affiliate, I was with my business partner looking into taking over another affiliate. And I went to my dad, I go, hey, look at this thing. And he goes, is it a good affiliate? And I go, he's the reason he's probably selling it, right? And he goes, you know what you have when you have shit? It's like, you're now going to have 2 pieces of shit. And I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I don't want to ruin what I got going for me by having 2 pieces of crap. But on the flip side of it, it is going to be, if the rumors are true and there's going to be all these other things, it's going to open up other things, meaning more competitions. It'll open up. Fuck, I can't complete that thought in the time I want to complete it.
You probably could have if you didn't take that big fucking breath.
Yeah, but I had to organize it. It wasn't going to work.
All right, CTP, you've got 60 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
All right. Will it go back to an affiliate cup? I think the problem with an affiliate cup is that it's a cup. You see?
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
Need is a belt. All right. The problem with the teams is there's no entertainment. Now, they're teams, but they don't look like teams to me. Like, I need some energy, boys. I need people like when you think about wrestling, like the old factions. You had DX, suck it. You had the Wolfpack, Too Sweet. You had the New Day. And speaking of New Day, my main thing is with the New Day, I think the teams of 3 Wadapalooza style was actually more entertaining than watching these teams of 4. Now, they're cool in their own way because you got the guys and the girls, and that's novel and cool. But I think you might spice it up by letting, if it's going to be separate, let the men versus the men, the women versus the women, and let's get after it. 9.
Sorry, I need you to show me that box again.
Oh, this is the New Day. I peed next to him in a bathroom at the airport. Yeah,
is this like the Travis Kelce box of cereal?
It's Bootios.
I've never heard of that.
Geez, that cocaine must be incredible.
He just made that box.
We're back. Yeah, that's what he's going off screen for. All right, Lucy, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
Okay, again, I'm not really sure what to reply to there, but I think like when someone's looking for best affiliate, it's very rare when you're looking at a Gen Pop level that they're looking for the most competitive gym in the country or the most competitive gym in the world. They're usually looking for a good community over what the athletes in that are doing.
Hillary, you got 20 seconds. Time starts now. Off you go.
I basically said no, they're not going to have a competitive. They're not going to split them. But if they did, and all of these other competitions are going to be going on, a bloodbath is going to erupt, and then people will make their way back to CrossFit. So in theory, because everyone else is going to do such a shit job of it, they're not going to have enough money. The athletes won't go there. It could end up looking like a good thing for CrossFit in the end of it.
How was that only 20 seconds?
That was a very good use of time.
I'm good. Right. I have a lot of practice, about 3 years.
CTP, your last 20 seconds are yours. Time starts now. Off you go.
I think the teams should be separated because I think they need to be separated. I think it'd be a lot cool if they were separated. I was just going fast. I don't have anything else to say. I really do think it could be cool, but I don't have any hard opinions on that. It's fine if they're at the games, I guess. I don't know. I really think the teams of 3 things should be explored. Do y'all like that? I guess you can't talk. Now you can. 3, 2, 1, go. No?
You don't like it?
Man and a woman. Just like God intended.
Teams of 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, I could get down with that.
Oh.
What the hell?
How'd you do that?
All right, let me do up my scores.
Do one of these. Yeah. Should make a heart, right? No.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. I think I actually Hiller made a great point there at the very end.
I needed time. I'm like, God, I calculated. I'm like, I need about 20 seconds. I can't finish it.
So it wasn't a good enough point. So Hiller finished on 4.5. CTP finished on 3.5. Casey finished on 6. Yeah, it is interesting. I can't help but think that all of this. Oh, look, a dog. All of this will, in time, it might be hard and it might be a slog, but all of it in time will play into the CrossFit Games season's hands, where they pass off. It went well this year. Like, they handed off adaptive to WOD prep or to wheel WOD and said, all right, you keep fucking complaining about it, you do it then. And then they did it and did it well. So that works well. They say to the whatever Masters crowd, all right, you keep complaining about it, you do it. And then they apparently, I haven't seen much of it myself, but I've heard that people are happy with it and it went well. So if they do the same with teams and say, all right, we're going to separate individual and teams, you do it. And then it goes well, great decision by CrossFit to pass it off. It goes terribly. It's like, yeah, see, we fucking told you it wasn't that easy. And then they get it back and then they have a new, like a blank slate or more time. Same with all these other competitions coming out where they start off, maybe there's not as much buy-in as they want. Like Morad said himself, you need buy-in from athletes, from sponsors, from brands, from, training houses, all that kind of stuff. And if that isn't there, what do you have? You've got like some second-tier athletes and some from some frustrated, maybe top 20 athletes. What have you got? Like, you don't have anything really. So again, that could play into CrossFit hands where they have this external competition that doesn't go well, and then everybody comes back to CrossFit anyway, and it just takes a couple of years. But yeah, I don't know.
But then hopefully by the time it does come back to CrossFit, then they've learned their lessons.
Yeah, I don't know. Or will they just be like, will they just say, okay, well, you had your chance. Now we're just going to do it the way that we've been doing it. And we're just going to burn through these brands one by one until there's no brands left willing to work with us. We have no. It's like, come and compete at the CrossFit Games where you'll win a $250 meal ticket. It's like nothing else because we've burned all the brands that we've worked with. They're all gone to High Rocks because they would like see a better return there.
Was this a hypothetical, or you've heard that this might happen?
I'm 99.99% sure that this is happening.
The teams are being offloaded.
Yeah, so the teams are going to go the open and then an online semifinal, and then the games are going to be in June, and the individuals are going to go open, online semifinal in May, in-person sanctional type semifinals after that, and then the finals are in July in Madison or Europe or Texas.
What's it going to be like in 2026? Assuming entirely different, so we never know what's going on again.
Yeah. Well, the main thing I'd be asking is, okay, I assume you have to pay to do the open still. You have to pay. See, if you want to go to the Masters or the adaptive or the games, team or individual, you have to do the open. So that's fine, right? That money is still coming in. They're saving money by not having the in-person semifinals, by not owning and running them themselves. So that's fine. They're saving money by not bringing the team. So they probably won't need as big a venue or the venue for as long, like one or the other, if they're doing individual, or they'll need less equipment, less staff, less volunteers, etc. So that's fine. That's all saving money. But they're losing out on the quarterfinals money unless they charge like double for doing the online semifinal. But even that's a limited field because it's the top 1% or something. So I just don't understand if this is a cost saving exercise, fine. But if it's a money making exercise or like a profit, if the intention is to profit or to make money, then why would you get rid of quarterfinals? Why would you not keep that stage in there and just get rid of the online semifinal and just have in-person events? If their intention is to make it profitable and make it look better to sell it or whatever they're trying to do, like ask them, they won't say that. They'll say, oh no, like, oh, we're in it for the long haul. But then don't, like, if you're a fucking surgeon, you don't chop off the arm of every patient that comes in and say, well, we're in it for the long haul. We're trying to save the body. And then like chop off a leg the next time they come in and just keep shipping off different things to different companies. Like, you try and preserve what you have and make it better. You don't just say, all right, adaptives, you're gone. Age groups, you're gone. Teams, you're gone. And we're left with the individuals. I don't know. It just seems really confused what they're trying to do. I just don't get it. But maybe I'm dumb.
What's the latest on the regular season? You said it was going to be open, no quarterfinals.
That's what I've heard, but I don't know.
You think they
I'm
would
more
make it open
confident of
5
teams
weeks?
not being involved. 3 weeks,
3.
I think, but I don't know.
That's the ultimate. I don't know. Don't ask me. Don't kill the messenger.
No, well, they're going to announce it in fucking December when it's too late to do anything anyway. Then, like, you know, the brands will just be like, no. And they'll be like, oh, but shit, we need you to do this. Like, HQ aren't giving us any money to run this competition. They said we can't have any more money. We've been cutting costs. So we need you guys to foot the bill or else we can't have the competition. It's like, all right, well, you probably should have told us in October then.
Maybe they'll use Annette Reeves' salary to do that.
No, she's still there. The Open could be $5 more. I can't see them increasing the price of the Open. Because that's going to piss off literally everybody that does the Open. Whereas when they change when they change the price of quarterfinals, it only pissed off the people who make quarterfinals.
I think enough people are on the edge of wanting to do the Open anyway after what happened at the games this year that if you make it more expensive, people are just not going to do it.
Yeah.
You actually think that? I feel like people would. I feel like people would bitch about it, but they'd still pay it.
Some would.
Not in
Europe. I bet
No.
gyms would even say, like, no, we're not doing it this year if they increase the price. Is it CPT or CTP? Well, it's Chris the producer. So it can't be Chris producer the.
They both work.
There you go. All right. Go to my Instagram and comment on that post and enter that draw. And if you're going to Rogue, Hiller, have you got a black eye?
No, there's a pimple here and it just won't go away.
Oh, okay. You should see a skin specialist.
I know one of them.
All right. Hiller,
Lucy,
thank
good
you.
job. Well deserved.
CTP, thank you, Lucy. Well
Messed
done.
me up on that freaking testosterone question.
I'm glad I was before you.
Thanks everyone for watching. Go and comment. Good luck on Will Morad's post and go and comment your friend's name on my post and you might win some stuff. Be great.